What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and most of you will know about the alien blaster in Fallout 76, and most of you will also know how you get the ammo for it. In fact, I actually made a video about this not too long ago, and it basically showed you the location of the alien blaster and the location of the keys needed to unlock Dome 2 at Black Mountain Ordnance Works and get the ammo and mods for it. But there was no real story of how you got to that point. It was just go to this location, get the gun, go here and get the key, and then go and get the ammo. And that was really it. But what if I told you that I don't think Bethesda planned for the TNT Dome Key 2 to be in Mount Blair's train yard at all? And the reason I say that is because there's actually a huge mystery behind the real location of where Dome Key 2 is meant to be, and it's locked behind a very secret wall safe in which a passcode is needed to enter it. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to enter this today and the real way this mystery was supposed to be solved. Now I do want to say that I do believe there is still maybe a few parts missing in this, maybe a few notes here and there, but this begins over at the Black Mountain Ordnance Works. In this location there are 8 different bunkers, 2 of which are accessible and the rest of them are inaccessible, presumably coming in future updates, but the 2 domes that are accessible are Dome Bunker 2 and Dome Bunker 3. I already covered the whole mystery of Dome Bunker 3 in another video in which you get some very cool looking NUKA power armor from it. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below just in case you guys haven't seen that yet. But the bunker we're looking for, of course, is Dome 2. So if you head into the only location or the only building in Black Mountain Ordnance Works, you'll find a terminal. If you hack that terminal, a bunch of dome entries will pop up. So if you select Dome 2 here, you will get one of the leads related to this, and it basically says that the bunker is leased to Green Home Defense Systems. And I want you guys to keep that in mind because again, that is relevant to this mystery later on down the line. But anyway, that is sort of like the first lead you get, and the second part actually begins with the alien blaster's location. So if you head to this location on the map, exactly where I'm standing next to the butterfly symbol, you will find a pond where a house used to be. In the middle of that pond is a safe, and inside of that safe is an alien blaster as well as the rusted key. Now the rusted key is very relevant here because now that you have the alien blaster, you now need to figure out what to do with this key. So if you head over to this location on your map over at the Freddy Fear's House of Scares, and once you're here, look towards the right side of the building and head up these stairs. At the very top of these stairs there will be a door that the rusted key is used to open, but before we do that, you'll notice that there is a note on the floor. The name of the note is Leaving Town, and if we pick up the note it reads, "They're on to us. I've been fired. I'm leaving town tonight. Stay safe." And you'll notice there it's marked with the initials LS, which we later come to find out is somebody known as Lena Stark. And keep that in mind again moving forward, but if you use that rusted key to open up the door, you'll now be inside of the room. Now inside of here you can find some random junk items. There's also a duffel bag and a wall safe with some random loot in it. But the main thing that we're looking for is on the ground next to the terminal, and you'll find the stolen terminal passcode. Now what's interesting about this is it's not a holotape, it is a passcode, which means that it goes into the MISC section of your inventory. Just something to mention there real quick. But now that you've got the stolen terminal passcode, you need to put that somewhere. Well, if you head over to the Morgantown apartments, specifically known as the Shadow Breeze apartments in Morgantown, this will be marked on your map, and you head inside of those apartments. I'm taking this route to get inside. You can take whichever route you like. This is just one that I found to be most convenient at the time. But when you're in there, if you head all the way to the very top and take a right through the door, you'll notice another set of stairs that lead you to the top portion. Now from there, if you head all the way through the rooms at the very end, you'll notice a terminal sitting on the table. So if you access that terminal, this is known as Trevor Moore's personal terminal, by the way. There's a couple of interesting things to look at here. Number one is the message from Samuel Wellingsworth. This reads, Mr. Mormon, your new housekeeper, Miss Arnold Butterwood, is available to start immediately. Please let us know what time would be most convenient for you for him to begin. As per your request, Miss Lena Stark, your former housekeeper, has been terminated. Additionally, we have forwarded your concerns to the authorities. Please do not hesitate to contact me personally with any further concerns or questions. Thank you for your business. So, from this terminal entry, we get to know that Miss Lena Stark, the woman who left the note at the door over at Freddy's house, was actually working for Trevor Morman as Trevor Morman's housekeeper. So, if we keep going here and we read the next message, this one is from Mike Green. This one states, Trevor, I'm moving everything to a more secure location. Reset your access code if you lose the holotape. I understand it can seem overly cautious, but we can't take any risks. I think someone has taken an interest in our work. I will let you know as soon as I know more. Now, what's interesting about this, if you go back to what I mentioned at the beginning, with the terminal at Black Mountain Ordnance Works, you remember that the Dome 2 was actually leased to Green Custom Defense Systems, and a Mike Green in this terminal is messaging Trevor Moore about this. So we now know that Mike Green and a Trevor Morman are working together on this mystery, but we also know that a Miss Lena Stark was also interested in this work, so much so that she wanted to get close to Trevor Morman in being his housekeeper. Presumably Trevor Morman found out about this, so he fired her, and then she ran off with the stolen terminal passcode and ended up at Freddy's House of Fears. That is my theory behind this mystery so far. But if we do continue on here, you'll also notice another entry in this terminal which says write access code to holotape. So if you do have the stolen terminal passcode on you and you click on that entry, you will then get the Mike Green access code added to your inventory. So now we have the access code and we need to do something with it. So if you head over to the Pleasant Valley Cabins, in this location there is a very interesting building, and this I believe to be one of Mike Green's homes. And it's quite well defended. There is a couple of turrets on the walls and stuff like that you will need to take out. But if you head into the bedroom, you'll notice a terminal on the wall. And you'll also notice a note on the table beneath it. So if we pick up that note, it's named Trevors Note, and it reads, Mike, I'm coming down to see the latest artifact as soon as I can. I'd like to bring an expert with me, a Mr. Christopher Weed. I trust him, but a background check might be in order. We're getting close to the truth. Regards, Trevor. Again, another note there linking Trevor Moore to this mystery. But here is where things start to get really interesting. So if you access that terminal on the wall and you have Mike Green's access code in your inventory, you can then generate a one-time key. Generating this one-time key will give you a one-time key code, and you can see for me this is 837747. Now every time you access this it will be different for you, so I suggest that you do mark down the key code that it gives you. But now you are on to the final stages of this, and this is quite the secret safe, I will say that. But if you head just below the house underneath the staircase, there'll be a very small passageway hidden by a bush that you can actually walk through. And at the very side of the wall, you'll notice a safe as well as a keypad. Now using that keypad, if you put in that code that was generated from the terminal above, you can then access the safe, and inside of that safe is the TNT Dome Key 2. Now of course many of you guys will know at this point, when you have TNT Dome Key 2, you can then head over to Bunker 2 at Black Mountain Ordnance Works and get inside of there, in which you'll find alien blaster rounds sitting on the table and inside of the metal container. And you can also find a plan for the mod for the alien blaster that converts it from alien blaster rounds into fusion cells. You can also find a note inside that states initial tests indicate that these could very well be of alien origin, potentially our most significant find in a long time. The material inside is complex and high destructive, so take extra care when handling the samples. Also inside of here there is a pod, which maybe an alien is inside of there. You can't really tell like what's in there from the outside view, but who knows. Maybe it could also be one of the people involved in this mystery, and maybe there's even more notes or terminals that we need to find to dig deeper into this. But what I do know is this is seemingly the correct way we were supposed to uncover this mystery, and the correct way we were supposed to enter the Dome Bunker 2 of Black Mountain Ordnance Works. I think this is a really awesome mystery. The way this whole thing sort of plays out, it's very, very secretive in the way this is all kind of put together, especially with that super secret safe on the wall. Like, that is absolutely crazy. And for them to have the Dome Key 2 randomly in a locker over at the Mount Blair train yard just doesn't make sense to me. Why would you put this crazy mystery into the game where you need to get inside of this safe to get the Dome Key 2 to just have it at Mount Blair train yard for anyone to randomly stumble across and get inside that way? I personally do believe that Bethesda messed up and those keys at Mount Blair train yard were never supposed to be there. I mean, you guys can let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. I just wanted to make, you know, kind of a mystery video for you guys today and showing you the correct way in which this was supposed to be done. It's all very interesting stuff, and again, so far we have 3 people involved in this. We have Mike Green, who the bunker was leased to. We have Trevor Moore, one of his associates, and then we have Miss Lena Stark, who of course was working for Trevor Moore at the time as his housekeeper, but trying to get as close to him as she could to get as much information as she can about this mystery. And again, I'm assuming that she maybe stole the passcode from Trevor Moore, and that's why you can find the passcode inside of Freddy's house. And she maybe even stole the alien blaster too, and that's why we can find the alien blaster in a safe with a rusted key next to it that leads to Freddy's house. That's my theory on this whole thing so far. Again, I'm almost certain that there has to be more notes that tie into this and really piece this whole thing together, but I thought it'd be a cool video to bring you guys today. I do have a couple of more videos planned. I'm doing a video on the best power armors in the game. I'm doing a top 5 best XP farming locations coming soon. And of course, if you want to see more mystery videos like this one, leave a like down below. It's always appreciated on the channel, and it also shows that you do like to see more videos similar to this one. Other than that, there is one more thing I do want to quickly mention. In my last video, which was the top 10 legendary unique weapon locations, I was hosting a giveaway for the Tricentennial edition of Fallout 76, and it was basically if you left a like on the Facebook, you was entered into it. Well, my Facebook actually got locked, so I have to wait a couple of days before it comes back up. So I will be extending that giveaway timer for a couple of more days once it's back up, and I'll probably, you know, mention this in another video again in the future. But I just wanted to keep you guys updated on that situation, because if you go over there now, you won't be able to see the page. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new around, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.